As you can see, it's brew day again. Today we're making a French saison type beer. It's one of Gaby's recipes. It's a very nice fresh one. We haven't had it in stock for a while, so it'll be really good once this is done and to have it again. Starting with the milling, going straight into the sparge. It doesn't matter if it's slightly longer in there. It's much warmer than we thought it was, which makes the milling quite a warm job. But we carry on.
Yeah.
And as the boil is about to finish, we are inserting the cooling element just before it finishes. Ah, there we go. What time?
Colour is absolutely right. That's going to be delicious. It smells really good. Colour at least is spot on, I think. Yeasty. Looks like weevils. Let's continue the plastering, filling of the walls. We've done several, so now it's time for a tiny bit on the left side of the door, and then this one that has way too many tubes in it as well. So we'll have to see how they stay in place. So far we've managed, so let's see how it goes. A bit more of the same, so enjoy the time lapse.
That's the end of Saturday, and we have managed to do what we wanted to do. We are really clearly doing it like wall by wall, step by step, because if we would push too much, our wrists and everything would just die. It was a difficult wall. There's a lot of electrical conduits that we had to secure a bit more, so we scoured the house for tie wraps and whatever, and we managed to secure them to the best that we could, and we made it work. We even filled up the harder bits, and we had some left over where we made sure that we did not let as much go to waste, and filled up some other gaps as well. But yeah, now it's time for a shower with a different kind of dusty, I'd say. And then tomorrow we either brew another beer or we just continue with the wall. We'll see what we feel like.
After some really good progress yesterday, it's time to continue today. We have just these walls behind me left to go. We're a little bit hopeful we might get very far, but we'll have to see whether we can actually finish them all. First, though, we need to trim these things back, put them in line with the wall, and then we can start filling them up.
Renee did the intro to today, just before we had breakfast. And I know he said we hope we can get everything done today, but with how we're feeling, if we get this wall done and these window sides, I think we'll be pretty happy. Unless everything goes smoothly, we might do the other wall, but I think we just have to accept that this was a bonus weekend. We were supposed to be away, and just the 2 extra days that we got to get as far as we could. I think we can be very happy with that. And if we've got one more day of rendering to do, then that's fine. long weekend was a really good one. We started the Friday with some brewing just to ease ourselves into it, and then we did the 2 long days of finishing all of this. But we are so happy that it is actually now finished. There are some little touch-ups that we'll need to do, but yeah, this phase, this big messy phase is now over, so on to the next part of the build-up, which is the electrical sockets, putting them in place, and then eventually the ceiling as well. And today, because we had a full weekend, 4-day weekend, we're brewing another beer just to try and entice certain people to come here for a lovely working holiday fueled by some homebrew beers. You know who you are. Speaking of, I just wanted to mention that it is so nice that we have got this little channel. We've got a few people who are following us, which is nice, but we get so many lovely messages from our family who are our main audience. So if you're watching this again, thank you so much, and we really love it that you, despite the distance, keep following us along and encouraging us along the way and saying how amazing it all is. You should see it a bit closer up, because I think some things might need a little bit more training, but yeah, we really love that, so thank you. And also, if you're not family or friends, still, thanks for watching. We love it that you are following us along, and let's see what the next video brings. Thanks for watching.